Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we look at some more semi-good news, with Rebecca Long-Bailey being sort of sacked but not sacked by Sir Keir Starmer. We now seem to have another coward that decided to quit.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
The article is titled Labour Civil War, Another Corbyn Ally Gone as Keir Starmer Braces for Explosive Standoff. So Keir Starmer has today tightened his grip over the Labour Party after a key Corbyn ally has quit his post as Director of Governance and Legal. Now, I actually suspect this is due to anti-Semitism too, but let's find out, shall we? So Keir Starmer could face an explosive standoff after Thomas Gardiner, oh it's him is it, has resigned from his position in the Labour Party. Mr Gardiner has faced allegations of bullying and approving of anti-Semitism since he was appointed in the position 2 years ago by Jeremy Corbyn. Says it all really, doesn't it? Just days after the Labour Party leader sacked his shadow education secretary and former leadership rival Rebecca Long-Bailey, another close ally of his predecessor is to be replaced. So it's Thomas Gardiner. I remember him. He's the man that allowed Kayla Bibby, the Labour councillor, to remain in Labour after tweeting a highly anti-Semitic meme and refused to suspend her. Only one reason for that, in my opinion, and that's because he agreed with the tweet. I'm telling you, I now think every single Labour councillor and MP are highly racist and hide it behind a veneer of critique of Israel. Really, they're like BLM and are anti-Zionist, which is not being a critic, in my opinion. Zionism, if you didn't know, is the belief that the state of Israel has the right to exist. Anti-Zionism is racist, in my opinion. BLM, and I don't know if you were aware, came out yesterday on Twitter and openly said that they are anti-Zionists, and I suspect Labour just don't have the balls to admit what they are as well. But let's carry on reading. Thomas Gardiner was appointed as head of compliance by Jeremy Corbyn 2 years ago. He sparked controversy in 2018 after he ruled Labour activist Kayla Bibby should not be suspended from the party after she shared an anti-Semitic picture online. Meme. In other words, picture. Announcing his departure in a message to directors, the Labour Party said, an update, Thomas Gardiner has decided to move on to new opportunities. Nice way of saying he's done a runner. An acting director of GLU will be announced shortly. Mr Corbyn's top-tier group often battled accusations of nepotism after it was revealed Mr Corbyn's son Seb worked for Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell, John Prescott's son David ran events for the leader's office, and Corbyn advisor Andrew Murray's daughter Laura worked as stakeholder manager in the leader's office. Miriam Aslamdust, the wife of Mr Gardiner, was also hired by Labour's head office. Keeping it in the family then, aren't they? Yeah, isn't it supposed to be illegal, nepotism? A senior Labour source told the Evening Standard last year, Laura Murray is now gone to be head of complaints at the Labour Party and is reporting to the senior lawyer in the party, a man called Thomas Gardiner. It's a small circle of trust, and that's no different to the way Gordon Brown or Tony Blair ran their private offices, except nobody thought this leader would do it. Last year, leaked emails revealed Mr Gardiner chose not to sanction a Corbyn supporter who allegedly said Labour MPs had a phone app that sent instructions from the Israeli government. Wow! Tinfoil hat time? The individual allegedly described the former Labour MP Chuka Ramuna as, this isn't my words by the way, this is a quote, black on the outside, blue on the inside. Wow. Before responding to an objection from a mixed-race staffer by saying, you would say that, wouldn't you? Oh my lord! Mr Gardiner faced backlash after he did not respond to a complaint about the incident for 5 months, citing an admin error. Oh, okay, really? In an email dated January 2nd last year, one of Gardiner's aides wrote, Thomas made a decision for a notice of investigation to be issued, rather than a suspension. So this means the respondent is able to attend party meetings. A further email stated, your comments below about anticipating further abuse will be passed on to investigating officer. Mr Gardiner and his wife both faced accusations of bullying and controlling behaviour by Sorin Flotti, a former vice chairman of Hampstead and Kilburn Labour Party. Mr Flotti wrote on Twitter last year, I have allowed councillors Estamdust and Gardiner to bully me. fearing that speaking out would damage my electoral prospects and hurt the reputation of my party. We've heard this story a lot, haven't we, where councillors are being harassed and bullied by their own side. Seems to be a running trend. You either you toe the line or you get threatened. Left to eating themselves, everyone. He explained how the couple had attacked his character and good intentions behind his back. Yeah, because they're cowards. They attack you en masse in a mob, or they do it behind your back. They won't do it to your face, one-on-one. Claims of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party were heightened after Jeremy Corbyn was elected the party leader back in 2015. It's because he is one. High-profile suspensions over alleged anti-Semitic comments included Miss MP Naz Shah, the ex-London Mayor Ken Livingstone, and MP Chris Williamson, an ally and friend of Mr Corbyn. Sir Starmer was praised for his decisive action when he sacked Rebecca Long-Bailey last week. Only by the media, the public have seen right through it. They know that he's just trying to get out in front of the report. The Jewish Labour movement welcomes Sir Starmer's decision and issued a statement which read, Keir Starmer's decision to ask Rebecca Long-Bailey to step down from the front bench should be welcomed. I'll actually reword that. It's a step in the right direction, but nowhere near enough. Am I right, Jewish Labour movement? Thought so. We have consistently maintained that the pervasive culture of anti-Semitism, bullying and intimidation can only be tackled by strong and decisive leadership. You're out of luck there then, aren't you, with Keir Starmer? He's a fence sitter, he's a professional fence sitter. He's never done anything decisive in his life. The culture of any organisation, the only thing he actually decided on was to sit on the fence for Labour on the general election, so they were in and out and in and out. That was him. Really decisive, this man. The culture of any organisation is determined by the values and behaviours of those who lead them. The Equality and Human Rights Commission that was investigation into the Labour Party is soon to report. The Labour Party must be able to implement the kind of cultural and structural changes required to end institutionalised discrimination. From your institution, by the sound of it, Keir. We hope that the party at every level reflect and learn from this action. Sounds bad, doesn't it, everyone? Now, what's my opinion on this? Well, I don't know if this is a reaction to Long-Bailey being fired. We shall stick together, comrade, sort of thing, mentality, or if it's something deeper, i.e. Thomas is jumping ship before he's pushed out. Probably much better to resign than be outed as a anti-Semite. Speculation, I know, there's no evidence. But it does seem to point to this, does it not? I'm hoping Keir actually goes through with this internal witch hunt. About time Labour felt the pinch they put on the country under, isn't it? If that is the case, Keir, and you're listening, next should be Chakrabarti. That woman got a peerage for doing a report and finding zero anti-Semitism in Labour. So either she's one too, or she's a blind swamp dweller. She should lose all recognition for a deed she did badly, in my opinion. Then let's not forget Naz Shah. She's toxic and a disgrace and should shut up for diversity. Yeah, this one. Then there's, who next should we get rid of? Harriet Harman and Patricia Hewitt, the women closely tied to Pi, a pedo network from the 70s, also said legal age should be reduced to 14 and sex with an adult does not do permanent damage to children. I shit you not. Here's the articles to prove it. All sit in Parliament at this moment. Won't happen though, will it? Keir won't get rid of any of these. I also think this is a get out of jail card for Keir. It's got nothing to do with him disagreeing with what any of them are saying, because he didn't disagree with Corbyn saying it, did he, when he wasn't the leader? This is to distance himself, just himself, from all of the anti-Semitism that's going to come with this report that's coming out soon. Sorry, Keir, you sat side by side with Corbyn. You're already implicated and your time's coming, in my opinion. But let me know what you think, everyone. Do you think the same? Do you think this is just him trying to get out ahead of the report? Do you think we're going to see a lot more cowardly Labour councillors and MPs jumping ship? It will be good to see, won't it? If not, it'd be even better to see a witch hunt. It's about time Labour pointed their hatred at themselves for a bit. They've been doing it to everybody else for the last 4 years, have they not? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.